Good morning. Welcome and thanks for joining another episode of Road to Wreck. Today's episode is going to cover funny moments that we had during some decent runs. And we start with the Great Maiden, but when we get into Bloat, Max gets
Down.
distracted and forgets to move away as Bloat goes
No.
down. Unlucky, go next. During the next Maiden, I was calling bad bows to troll a little, and we get into a
Medium.
conversation about our comms. Small.
Medium. Deep.
Yeah, I lied. I've been macking this whole Maiden.
As a
Small.
yeah. Kinda sus.
Small.
Yeah, was. Oh, small.
Oh, Mac? I didn't.
Medium.
Mac? Yeah, I had a 0 there.
Oh my god. Why? Can't even trust this guy's calls.
That was, interesting. Maybe my comms didn't help. Dude, I've been calling the wrong shit sometimes on purpose to make you bow or not. I swear to God.
No.
I do that sometimes when I'm sure that you need to bow.
You're actually... What?
Yeah.
You don't trust my decision making?
I mean, yeah, I do, but it's not about that. That's not what it is.
I see.
It's just I want to make it easier for you. You know, to make the right decision.
I see. Jesus.
Next up, we get another bloat, and Max kinda loses it.
Yep.
I'm
That's how it goes. Whee!
Oh,
It's so deep.
it's 29.
I'm just saying it
Okay.
so it comes true. Alright.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Dude, I was bowling on accurate for like 3 maidens in monies yesterday, because I hadn't
Oh.
changed it back. And I was wondering why I was late every time, and I blamed the fucking world.
Oh my god.
And somehow I
like-
didn't realize it.
Your IQ is actually
You
dropping
are
every day.
Mac.
Small.
I don't know why, but Alex is starting to lose faith.
You didn't Mac, did you?
I have 426 to go.
I don't
On your
trust this
mother.
guy anymore.
Your mom's first name is Karen?
Of course it is.
Isn't every mom a Karen?
Exactly.
That's actually Zero Hammers. That's Zero Hammers.
Everyone hit 0. And then I hit 0.
Yeah, I hit 0
Both of you
too.
back up
Oh
at
my
0?
god.
The next maiden is completely opposite, and we insta-0 her.
Oh,
Okay.
Nice.
kinda dude.
This is the first time we
Okay, B.
actually.
Big.
Small.
It's
Oh.
working. I bow big on 76, and even though North bows small, that's a proc 9 out of 10 times. North still went for another bow.
Holy shit.
No show about that. And somehow got away with it, pushing her very deep into 70s. Due to that crazy bow, we're scary deep, and the maiden is actually looking really good. Even though it worked out, that's usually not worth the risk, because we can get good maidens without the risk. Fair play to Alex though. It turns into a 115 and we take it to Bloat. Bloat's got nothing on us today except for Mac dying to that shell earlier, and we wipe the floor with him. Sub 2 into Nylo, that's always great to see. We get good waves and a 1 mage phase Nylo boss, resulting in a 531 into Sode. Good stuff. We get to Sode and something awkward happens.
Yes.
Both miss.
Both Meliors miss, and then they miss their backup. We hit 1 out of 7 hammers on P1. That's really bad. It even takes me a while to process. Wait. At the same time, I'm not getting any orbs, and even though the P1 is super slow to proc the maze, I don't manage to get under 72 HP, which is the threshold to have a chance at dying on the maze. I explained this in episode 6, so if you haven't seen that, I suggest watching that if you're curious how I just died. Well, GG, so unlucky, go next. Then, Alex asked an important question.
Do you stand under the shower when you turn it on?
Oh
No.
no, absolutely,
Absolutely not.
You-
If you do that, you're actually a psychopath.
not.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, you know how it's always cold when you turn it on? You stand under it while it's cold.
Yeah, but it's
You
cold for like
avoid it.
3 seconds.
Oh,
or
you're a
so.
psychopath.
Yeah, but do you
Just-
fucking tank it?
You just take it.
Tuki tanks it, bro. Don't give no fucks.
Jesus.
I mean, it's only 2 seconds.
Alright, well, next up I got a nice and runnable maiden for you. We get good entry bows and insta-zero her into 77% and both mages calling big. We decide to switch for the 16 and it actually procs. As per usual, after a 16-second proc, the 50s push is on the slow side and I decide to sneak another bow in. Big? Oh boy.
Oh, holy! I'm glad I didn't
Shit.
bow.
I have to admit that was kinda wild, but I somehow had to compete with that bow Alex hit earlier. This time because I threw a crazy bow, we're pretty deep into 50s and managed to get a 30s on 50s stack, helping us to clean up the straggler 50s crabs. Look at North and South 1 for example. Unfortunately, my barrage only hits a 2 on S1, but you can see the potential of the 30s on 50 stack right there. The mage is still at claws because we insta-zeroed her at the start, so we dump claws during the skip and finish off the kill for a beautiful 112 maiden. Obviously, that brings us to bloat, and we barely managed to kill him for a 2 flat into Nylo. Next up I have a little clip from one of our Nylo waves that isn't actually from this run, but I don't have a better spot to put this in the video, so just pretend you can't tell it's a different Nylo from my online timer. What's cool is that there is a small melee coming down the lane, and 2 splits are about to spawn. Both the splits are melee, and all 3 of us, the West melee, Ranger and West mage, hit a different one to kill them. I just thought that was kinda clean. Next, let's go back to our main run. I zero the boss with 2 BGS specs, and then we get a range phase, so my teammates can dump their ZCB specs nice and early. But then the inevitable happens, and we get an early mage phase. Please, no more mage phases after this. It actually hurts, man. Every sesh we get this shit boss, and then I run a few money raids and we pull a back-to-back god boss, and I just want to go to bed. Anyway, it actually doesn't go mage anymore, so a 1 mage phase Nylo boss is absolutely acceptable, and we go to Sode. During Sode, however, Mac misses a range orb, and we go back to the bank.
Oh, dude.
Next up, a pretty crazy looking maiden with the 50 scraps in a weird position due to a thrall proc. There's no shot we're turning this into a run, right?
Oh, that would be sick.
We actually did turn it into a run, but what can you do when bloat is gatekeeping? I never liked that boss in the first place. Next up we make it to Nylo again, and I think you can tell where this is going. Yeah, Mac, I think we all feel the same way.
I just hate this game.
Alright, next up is another good maiden, and I don't know if you can tell, but we've been having a lot of runs. This is a really good sesh. The next part of this maiden is pretty cracked. Just look at it. Good chins. This is deep. Mac?
Small. Oh, I'm doing another.
Mac? Oh my god.
Oh, get 3?
Yeah, got him.
This is good.
We pushed her deep into 30s, barely have any leak, and still have 2 claws.
Clawing.
On a league.
Was there?
Kind of.
Nice.
Oh.
No, it was all
Yeah,
small
clear.
ones. All 11, 112. Alright, 112 into bloat. You wanna guess?
Shed claws.
Yeah. At this point, we were fried, and our mental capacity had completely abandoned adult communication.
If only you hit Shmomo.
Legit. Shmimi. I'm going for more.
Shmomo. Shmomo.
Shmimi.
Very nice.
There's no way we're actually calling like this. I see, yeah. And it's actually good comms.
It's working. I mean, look at this. We're sending it to bloat.
Alright, 115 into bloat. You wanna guess again?
I'm clawing.
What the fuck?
1k claw.
Never lucky.
Barely. Kill it.
Resurrect.
Crash though.
Oh my god, what are these about?
Back to the bank. We take a 5-minute break, and at the bank, Alex streams a clip of something funny that happened earlier.
Those are some questionable comps.
Yeah, well, whatever works, innit?
Do a little streamable.
Okay. Ah, Paul.
Yeah.
Big. It's so good, bro. It's so good.
Dude, like, I don't expect it.
No, of course
The fair's
not.
there.
It's so stupid. Like.
Like, it just fucking poops it out or something.
It's funny, you don't even react. Like.
No. I think I just didn't care at that point. Like, I just saw it spawn and I'm like,
Alright, get your skyscraper looking ass client off my screen.
oh, I saw it when I clicked it, but at that point it was too late, so I just hoped I didn't, like, freeze the blood.
Yeah.
And then I did, and I'm like, oh, well,
That's
unlucky.
Next up, we get a 115 maiden into a good bloat, giving us a 157 Nilo entry. The Nilo was really good, and both the waves and the boss were just about as much as we can ask for. Obviously, we could get better, but this is already very good pace. Then, we get the Sode, and sometimes range orbs are just kind of hard to see. What can you do? Go next. We did finish the Sode, but when someone dies that early, it's kind of unreasonable to expect a runnable pace. Alright, next up I got one more maiden for you with an actually psychopathic skip. Look at when we bow. Big.
Medium.
Big.
All those. Like that?
yeah. I got it. Okay, that was pretty wild, and we pushed her to 23% into the skip. But because it was a relatively slow 30s push, we leak a lot of crabs during the skip, which led to a 115. Don't be mistaken by my disappointment. We run those. We get a pretty clean 1 down, and we have another 2 flat into Nilo. Totally fine, and at this point we're really pumping them out today. I don't want to cause permanent hearing damage, so let me just skip over this Nilo boss real quick. Yeah, that's no longer runnable, and 5 hours into the sesh, we call it a day. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. This was a pretty exciting video to make. I thought the comps were very funny, and we just had a good time during this session in general, and I think you can tell from the amount of content that I was able to put into this video. Alright, I'm almost caught up with my footage, and we're ready to make some more. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.